Welcome back. Today we're doing an explainer on a deeply structured, truly fascinating multilingual manifesto simply titled The Pronatalist Creed. This is a text aiming for a massive, universal scale, blending modern anxieties with ancient formatting. The document we are examining today doesn't just present a loose set of ideas, it declares an absolute, unyielding worldview. We're going to break down its core ideology, examine how it meticulously constructs its arguments, and explore the striking, highly intentional language it uses to capture attention.
This is my body.
此吾躯也.
I am me deha.
Okay, let's dive into this. To really understand this creed, we have to first look at its core ideology, pronatalism. Within the very precise lens of this text, it is defined as the belief that bringing forth life and reproduction is the absolutely sacred foundation and the ultimate purpose of the future. It's intense, right? The entire document is engineered from the ground up to support this one central definition. It organizes itself meticulously into three distinct pillars to reinforce this worldview, demanding absolute commitment from anyone who adopts its principles.
Pillar 1. Mastery over the body.
Now you'll notice the text borrows some really familiar language here, phrases like my body and mastering one's life. They usually echo our modern concepts of bodily autonomy and personal freedom. But the Creed cleverly pivots that language. Instead of individual liberation, it establishes a super strict doctrine of biological duty. Here, mastery definitely doesn't mean doing whatever you want. It means disciplining the physical form for a singular, mandated goal. The body is an instrument, and mastering it is the first fundamental requirement of this ideology.
Look at this authoritative language. It directly strips away what we'd consider modern individuality. It literally binds a person's entire worth exclusively to this physical, reproductive purpose. By stating, "Without my body, I am nothing," the Creed intentionally removes any identity outside of the physical vessel and its capacity to fulfill this biological duty. According to this text, you are not defined by your career, your hobbies, or your personal desires. You are defined strictly by your utility to the future.
Pillar 2. The antidote to modernity. So, in this worldview, modern culture and everyday pleasures aren't viewed as neutral or enjoyable. They are seen as active, antagonistic forces. Notice the deliberate use of words like weaken and undo. This creates a really stark narrative of survival, basically framing the modern world as a hostile enemy that must be actively resisted. The Creed suggests that contemporary society is inherently designed to distract and destroy, and only through vigilant strength can someone survive it.
And this brilliantly illustrates the central conflict of the manifesto. It explicitly pits modern distractions, like the wealth we accumulate, the noise of our ambitions, and the comforts we make, directly against biological realities. The Creed reveres the lives we bring forth, natural rhythms, and the seasons of purpose, demanding its followers choose one reality over the other. The pursuit of personal comfort is framed as just a shallow illusion, while biological legacy is presented as the only profound truth.
Pillar 3. The sacred legacy.
Here, the author maps out these expanding circles of responsibility. The text requires followers to swear to protect specific domains, their children, home, community, and faith, against what it calls the ravages of neglect and despair. It's a structured, radiating hierarchy of defense. It starts right at the deeply personal family unit and extends outward, insisting that safeguarding these institutions is a relentless, lifelong obligation.
And here we hit the ultimate thesis of the entire text. The body is treated as a temple, but absolutely not for wellness, self-care, or personal vanity. It is deemed sacred exclusively because of its capacity to carry the next generation. The idea is that the future is entirely dependent on the physical vessel, making the preservation of that vessel a matter of supreme, almost religious consequence.
Just listen to the rhythmic, repetitive language used here to cement this identity. Swearing this kind of oath before God and family leaves absolutely no room for alternative life paths or purposes. The followers of this creed are defined solely as the foundation for the future. We are the keepers of life. That finality is meant to just hang in the air, establishing a permanent, unshakable sense of duty.
The culmination.
The whole ideology basically progresses in three highly deliberate steps: be fruitful, multiply, and endure. Now, being fruitful and multiplying aren't framed as mere suggestions or lifestyle choices here. They are the exact necessary mechanics required to achieve that final step of endurance against the outside world. It's a literal formula for outlasting the modern culture that the text views as so deeply destructive.
The push for universalism.
As we heard right at the beginning, the source text isn't just in English. It places the English alongside traditional Chinese and the ancient script of Sanskrit. Presenting the exact same doctrine in these three distinct languages is a highly calculated rhetorical strategy. It's an attempt to frame this specific ideology not as some fringe movement, but as a universal, enduring human truth that transcends geography and time. It literally demands to be seen as a global imperative.
So, we've seen how meticulously this document constructs its arguments, turning the human body into an instrument of legacy and practically declaring war on modern comforts. It's a fascinating, highly structured pushback against contemporary norms, which leaves us with a really compelling question. As modern comforts and individualistic cultures continue to grow globally, will this intense, countercultural creed actually find the enduring followers it seeks? Something to think about. Keep questioning the structures behind the ideas, and we'll catch you next time.